You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder!
Oh, I did this in the wrong order. Good morning, everybody. Hey, nice to have you here today. We're gonna play some, oh, is there silence? We're going to play some Star Wars The Old Republic today. I'm going to be checking out the Smuggler story. Blair says, a friend I made in SWTOR mailed me an armor set I wanted for roleplay and 17 million credits. Holy cow! I cried when logging in last night. That is so sweet of them. What a nice gift to send you. Oh, they must have enjoyed role-playing with you and wanted to like pass on some of that good stuff. Let's go take a look at the news. That is really sweet. The Rancor drop is still available. I feel like I jumped straight into things today. I'm sorry, you're stuck with me now. The Rancor Twitch drop is still available till about June 25th, so you've got a few more days to get it. Make sure to check your My Drops inventory for the exact date and time for it to end. The daily sale is, oh, look at that. The Master's Datacron and Equipment Bundle is half price at 1,600. This is even cheaper than it used to be at 2,000 cartel coins. This is an incredibly good discount if this is something you're looking to buy. Many of you often ask, like, what should I buy?
You're my only hope.
Szechuan sauce, thank you so much. Cheers to you. Thank you. And thank you to Sealkey earlier. Thanks both of you for supporting the project. So yeah, that is a good deal. If you're looking for something to buy with cartel coins to resell for credits, if you have 1,600 cartel coins, this is a really good one to do it on. A really good sale, and it's only up for today. Who knows when it'll be back. Normally it's 3,200. This is a highly wanted item. It's very easy to sell once you list it, if that makes sense. The swoop event will be running very soon, starting in about 4 days, June 24th. Galactic Season 8 is currently running until August 11th. PvP Season 8 is currently running. I've just completely fallen behind with PvP. I'm sorry. I was so ready to PvP and then so much stuff happened in real life. I'm like, I don't want to do anything stressful in video games right now. Gumby, thank you so much. Oh, Gumby, you too. Thank you. You're almost at 40 months of supporting this project. That's crazy. It's a rock, Richard, says Shelby. Shelby, I know that's a meme, but I don't know what that's from. I found your website incredibly helpful as someone who's playing again for the past week after trying the game on release when I was like 17. Oh, wow, that's a big break. Oh, that's Szechuan. Szechuan, thank you so much for supporting the project and then coming and saying it was useful. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying the resources, and I'm glad it's been useful to you. Big welcome back after such a long break. Holy cow. Hey, Ramekin, nice to have you back. Gazeko says, when do you think the story is going to be added? That is a great question. We really honestly don't know, and it kind of sucks to not know, but at least we know now that the voice actors strike is over. We do know that it will eventually happen versus being kind of indefinitely on hold. So that's fantastic. I'm very happy to see that, but no, we have no indication of when. There's also a Mando set that's 90% off. Let's take a quick look at that. Sort by sale? Yeah, the Mandalorian Seeker's armor set. This one's, it's a good price at 80 cartel coins, I guess. The only thing I would say is there's a couple other armor sets that you don't have to spend cartel coins on to get it out there. There's like ones that are very similar that are like crafted and stuff like that. Yeah, the voice actor strike is over. Exactly, yeah. Shelby says goodbye. Bye, Shelby. Nice to see you. Iridia says also dropping by. Have a good stream. Thank you. Shelby, go have fun. Go see your people. Oh, hey Gumby. All right. So yeah, I really don't know when the voice actor strike is gonna. It is now ended. I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to actually like kick their voice acting into order, because they have to contact literally 48 different people just for the class characters alone in all the different languages. They may have already done French and German. We don't honestly really know. And then they need to schedule with them, and all of those voice actors have been on voice actor strike for video games for almost a year, so there's a good chance that other studios may have priority with them. For example, the Trooper female voice actor is Jennifer Hale, and she's incredibly well known in the video game voice acting sphere and beyond. And for example, she's a lot of voices of main characters in World of Warcraft, so they'll have to SWTOR will probably have to stand in line as other games get priority on her list and other voice actors' lists as well. So, for example, maybe there's new games that are coming out that take even higher priority that we don't even know about. They're like still under wraps, you know. So I'm gonna be Mass Effect. Luckily, there's I don't think there's any Mass Effect being recorded right now. Did Risha change locations? Oh, she totally did. She moved to a different part of the ship. She's in the engines right now. That's kind of cool. Hearing these ages. Aw, you're old. Is that what this is about? Hearing these ages. I keep losing the comment. Makes me feel really old now. That's exactly what it should make you feel like. Bunch of little youngins. You bunch of little childrens. Hello there. You recognize Kira Carson's VA? Yeah, she's also very well known. I'm very bad with names, but I'm sure someone in here could tell you who Kira is. Absolutely. I was gonna say Kira Knightley, but that's not how that works. If it were up to you, what story would you want for 8.0? That's a great question. So I don't consider myself very good at that type of thing. I would want to pick something that's good for the long-term health of the game. So I would pick something for the game's health and the health of the future of the game versus something that I would like individually. I don't even really know what I'd like to see. When I read like a book or I watch a TV show or I play a game, I do it with a sense of discovery and exploration, I guess you could say. I like seeing what's gonna happen. And if I'm making the story, I already know what's gonna happen. So it's like, what's the point? I don't know. I guess if I could really, really pick, and it didn't have to matter what resources were and stuff like that, I would say eight more class stories that are only vaguely interconnected, like not directly interconnected, and long and in depth with your companions again too. But yeah, there's not necessarily a specific story I want to see again, but I'd like to go back to feeling like a trooper again, or like a smuggler again. But I totally understand why in development they can't do that. It's a lot harder to make 8 stories versus just one with the minor variations. Absolutely. I will say I did like the idea, like if you floated the idea of we're going to be dealing with a rogue Mandalorian faction, like, that alone sounds pretty cool to me. Like, I can't say I'm super invested in the current story. And I also love the idea of there is a Darth who is using a device to try and find Force users that haven't been scooped up by the Jedi and do something with them. Like, that also sounds very interesting. But the current story, like, I kind of I'm sure I'll like it a lot more when it's all finished and it's all out and I can go play it through instead over the course of like 3 years without any context between between episodes. A Revan type deal again with an overarching story and one class specific quest. I feel like they could potentially do that in the future, or at least conversations and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They should add a hero class. I think they've definitely kind of looked into that that concept before, the idea of adding a level 80 class that you can only start at level 80, and there's less story, but it's still there, and it's mainly about the combat style. I'm sure they've looked into it. A time travel story, holy cow, that would open up a lot. I would want a time travel story if we go back in time to like the original Sith days. That would be pretty neat. I don't think I'd want to go into the future though. I don't think I'd want to go see Darth Vader and stuff like that. They already have 8 hero classes, wink. Ah! Rurikar, send me your spreadsheet. Send me your spreadsheet. Aw, Slasher's 9-year-old kid is way into Fortnite, Roblox, and Minecraft too, along with SWTOR. Oh, that's great. Yeah, those are kind of the standard kid games right now that you can play with other people. Absolutely. Already done? Oh, I just need to check my mailbox. Got it. My bad. I'm sorry. Scribe says, please, no more class stories. I need to complete them all. Oh, that's the trick, right? But if they add more, it's good for you, because then there's more for you to play in the future. Luckily. Okay, so let's see. I want to turn the music off. Ambient volume, like medium. Master volume up, sound effects up. My sound all the way up. And then I'm gonna try lowering the desktop sound for you guys, because last time you guys said, oh my gosh, it's way too loud. And you guys let me know if you can't hear the characters talking, okay? And you let me know if they're too quiet. And then I'm gonna make sure everything's off. No other sounds, and I'm gonna make sure all my social settings are off because I'm working on the Smuggler story and I'm recording it as I go. As like a bit of an experiment. Auto ignore everything, and I have it with the music off so I can kind of stitch them together. Kershak says, hello, I finally got to Kotfi. Oh, cool. Right now I'm trying to recruit Loken. Seems I need the Veractile event. Is there some kind of schedule that I can check to see when the next one? So I don't think the next one is scheduled yet. They basically release a new schedule on the first day of the month. It hasn't been around for a bit, so it should be coming up sooner than later. Like if I had to put some dollars down on a bet, I would bet that it's going to come out next month. You just kind of have to keep your eyes open for it, yeah. A new class that would be nice is a Force Mug. Oh, like the guy from Rogue One. I'm with the Force and the Force is with me. That would be a neat one, yeah, for sure. Woohoo, says Shadar Kai. I recognize that word. What's that from? Woohoo! Master Datacron on sale today. Picked one up. Yeah, we were just talking about how that's such a good deal. Such a good deal today. What kind of new class could be made, I wonder? The ones that have been brought up before as ideas, the most commonly repeated ones are a droid handler class and a beast handler class. But who knows if that's something SWTOR could even like actually do, you know? Good morning, good afternoon. It is currently 8 a.m. for me, so super morning. Very morning. Before I started playing the story, I did want to show you guys my progress on the mounts project. It's been going really good. You can see I redid the mounts homepage because I wanted to make it look cute. Ah, so cute. Brand new images all across the board. What did I work on? There's just a lot of stuff that's really getting close to done. A lot of fixes across the board. And I'm getting very close to finishing the mounts. I'm so happy about how much easier it was to do the mounts project than it was to do the other ones, because there's like 700 mounts and most of them I already had cataloged, and before the weapons are like 5,000, like huge order of magnitude and difference. Yeah, droid handler, yeah. The sorcerer could summon their ghost to come fight for them. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be so neat. A non-force proper melee class. Right, something that uses like a Mandalorian sword or something like that. Can we get some still? Can you still get some tank mounts? Yeah, absolutely. Let's show you something real quick here, Scribes. So I've just linked for you the mounts project, and you can see there's an avalanche tank right here. I'm not going to click that one because instead we're going to go to the species and speeder section and go down to tank, control of tank, heavy tank is what it's called. Tank. So there's actually all of these different tanks available in the game. Let's see. This one is available through operations, but might be hard to get if you don't run them. This is a Cartel Market one, so check the GTN. No, this is a little tank. It's very small, but it's from the Festival of Abundance event, which will probably be coming up later in the year. Cartel Market. So there's a whole bunch that you can just find on the GTN. There's even this beautiful Christmas one here with reefs on it and everything. One tank is missing. Which one? Which one don't you see? That just means I need to tag it. Which one is it? It's no longer obtainable. Which is it? You gotta tell me. It's illegal not to tell me. You're gonna drive me crazy. Oh my gosh. Time travel story would be pretty neat. Proper Mandalorian story would also be neat. Legendary Victor tank. Oh, Victor, yeah. That one, I don't... Do you consider this a tank? Are you talking about this one? This is not a tank. This is a giant circle thingy. It's under the category of unique. But weird. Giant circle. All right, I'm gonna talk to Risha. We gotta have a little conversation, me and her, because she is in the wrong part of the ship compared to where she normally is. But first, before that, it's Wookiee time. I don't know what to tell you. Before we joined the Republic, Wookiees did not fall to the Trandoshans. The Republic asked us to be civilized. They make us ashamed of our strength.
Then we
Republic would never ask you not to defend yourselves.
That's a lie. We used to channel our rage, now we repress it. Even on Kashyyyk, we talk about transitions instead of fighting them. This is why they find us such easy prey. Waifu says, I joined your guild yesterday, and I am now looking to do some events to become a full member. But sadly, they're in a time frame where I usually sleep. What do I do? Well, ideally, you would have had a chance to take a look at the website, and the website had the calendar, and you would say, oh, these people play at the opposite time frame as us. But other than that, they don't have to be scheduled events. And you could always try asking in, I think it's the general chat, SWTOR General, in the Discord, and ask if anyone wants to do anything together and post your time zones that you actually play, because there's likely other people in different time zones or who play less regular hours too. Patrick says, do what I do and neglect sleep. I do not recommend this. Let's go say hi to Corso Farm Boy.
Captain, no good way to say this without sounding like bragging. Got a comm call from Ord Mantell, governor's office. They've been keeping tabs on what we're doing, and... Captain, they're calling me a Republic hero. Ord Mantell's most storied native son.
Oh, whatever.
Whoop-de-doo. Go drink a toast to yourself.
Actually, they asked me to do something. To help Ord Mantell. Turns out the Separatists were backed by the Empire. They wanted to destabilize the government. When they were defeated, the Empire attacked outright. Ord drove them off, but they left behind some kind of EMP pulsar.
What's that do?
It's causing every droid on the planet to malfunction. Apparently, the thing is in orbit somewhere. They haven't been able to get a lock on the signal. But it's affected every droid, comlink, and terminal on the planet. Complete economic shutdown.
How do we help?
Thank you, Captain. It'd be nice to give something back to the world that raised me. They're asking us to go to Balmorra. The Empire's got disarm codes stored there, but Ord has no troops with the gear or training to go after them.
Do we know where on Balmorra?
The codes were stored in a cave with a bunch of other Imperial weapons. Should be a quick snatch and grab, as far as should takes us.
Ooh! I'm gonna go steal them. I'm gonna go steal them. I'm not helping the Republic. I'm gonna go steal them. I'm gonna thief them. Let's see. We can go talk to Risha. Where is she? And we can talk to... Oh my gosh, we can talk to Gus. Where's Gus? Gus, my buddy. Why are you in the dark? Turn on light.
I guess you've been wondering how someone like me ever ended up with the Jedi, huh?
Yep.
You don't really seem like the Jedi type.
They thought that too. I was always kind of the odd one out in my family. And believe me, it was not a small family. When they kicked me out, I went to Nar Shaddaa and met a Jedi who said all the weird stuff that happens to me is a connection to the Force.
Don't sell yourself short. You do plenty of weird stuff all on your own.
And you know, that was an issue. The Jedi are all about recruiting kids too young to know better. So there it was. Me and all these serene little kids.
Oh.
You've never known real rage until you've been lectured on controlling your emotions by a 4-year-old in a robe.
Oh.
You said you were kicked out?
I maybe overstated that. They don't really throw people out, you know. Call of the dark side and all that. But it was clear I'd never make the cut. Anything I could do with the Force was basically random. Never even figured out how to work my dead master's lightsaber.
You pressed the button. Wait, your master's dead? Did you accidentally kill him by activating his lightsaber? Oh my gosh. Oh, Gus. Oh, Gus. Oh, Gus. I have so many questions and 0 answers. What's this quest in here? Who's in here? Oh, it's a copy. I see. My whole ship is a big labyrinth.
I have a name.
Yeah?
A Kavi?
Not me. I know whose order Moff Tyrek signed. To execute my clan. It was sent by Imperial Major Stan Wu. I've heard of him. He is a liaison between the Empire and hired bounty hunters. I will kill him.
Alright.
Yeah, I figured you weren't gonna stop with the scolding.
The Major is hiring the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. I will go there and present myself as one of them. Once I secure a meeting with Major Stanwu, all that's left is to pull the trigger.
There's another step after that. Get the blazes off Nar Shaddaa before the Empire catches you.
This is not my first execution.
Whoa, Kavi.
I always leave myself an exit. If we do not see each other again, retursi a me.
Aww. Bye, Kavi. Good luck with your murdering.
You made it back alive.
Oh.
I assume the Imperial wasn't so lucky.
That sniveling worm was no more the architect of my clan's destruction than Moff Tyrek was. I left him alive, wallowing in his disgrace. Major Stanwu ordered the execution because of lies told to him by another Mandalorian, Tayari Rook. The true crime rests with him.
Oh.
That must have been one whopper of a lie to get your whole clan wiped out.
Kind of remember
Rook
this.
presented Major Stanwu with evidence that Clan Spar reneged on a contract. My people were hired to destroy transport ships full of young Jedi, but the Empire's target survived. If Clan Spar had accepted that contract, the Jedi would be dead. Rook framed us.
What did he stand to gain from your clan's destruction?
His motives don't matter. They can't save him. I've already begun my hunt for Tayari Rook. I will settle his debt to Clan Spar.
I kept thinking about Rook Clan, and I didn't understand where that fit into Akavi's story because she kept talking about, I'm gonna murder Imperials because they killed my clan. And I was like, what does that have to do with anything? Important question. Can I do my class story after I do Shadow of Revan? No. No, Patrick. No, wait. Yes. No? It's really weird. So if you don't finish your class story and instead jump into Shadow of Revan, I have actually done this before. You will be able to do the Shadow of Revan story, but you'll get to an awkward point where you try to go do the class story and it will be like, sorry, you can't do that right now because you haven't finished your class story, your original class story. So you won't be able to do the Shadow of Revan class story until you finish your class story. But I don't think it auto completes your class story. I don't think so. I'm 99% sure. Yes, he could be. Gus totally could be in the Jedi Corps, but I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to be a farmer. He'd be no better at a farmer than he was at a Jedi, to be very honest. Scribe says Gus's family paid for him to go to the Jedi, so they'd be rid of him. Oh my god, that's so mean. Slasher says, I need to run a story mode ops train for tech cred so bad. I'm so close to finally unlocking 340 implants. Nice! Oh, you are super close at 338 and 336. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Scribes also said, I'm actually surprised Kashyyyk isn't a planet. I think they've talked about it before. The game doesn't handle vertical maps very well, so I would always guess that was the reason, but who knows? Yeah. Ruakar says, I found him out on your list, which you marked as unobtainable, but I actually have. Oh, Ruakar! Send me the deets on Discord. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely do. Absolutely do. I'd love to correct it so then we got the right info on the website. Nice, nice, nice. I was doing mine in a big like chunk. I have like almost 800 entries, so I definitely I'm sure I got some wrong. I've been trying to go through one by one and correct them the best I could. So you can get
Captain.
You can get the Ascendancy Javelin.
But I never understood what you want from me. Am I a hired gun? Or is this something more?
What do you care?
Why did you assemble this crew? It is too momentous a decision to make on impulse. Do your loyalties truly lie with the Republic?
No!
When the Empire's cantina starts serving Deuteri and Pyros, maybe I'll reconsider.
The Republic worships its own weakness. They waste their warriors defending those who cannot care for themselves. They call for loyalty to a government of strangers instead of a family and clan.
Yeah, whatever, Akavi.
You could do better.
Whoa! Alright. Akavi, who do you want me to pledge myself to? To Clan Spar? There's one of you. There could be two of us. We could be Mommy and Daddy. I'm not sure who's who, but we'd make it work. We could be Mommy and Mommy is fine. Oh, the Ascendancy Javelin? Hang on, so do I have a GTN in my ship somewhere? Or is that like per character? I always forget. It would be in here if I have one, right? Yeah. Ascendancy Javelin. Oh my god! Wait! Oh my gosh, I thought this one was unavailable. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, Rurikar. I was able to figure that one out fast. Oh, that's so cool. One more in my collection. Boom. Myth debunked. That's right. Awesome. There was some, I think it was because there was some funky stuff going on with that one. Someone else was talking about it yesterday and they were telling me it was from Galactic Seasons. And I was like, no, I don't think so. Maybe it's because they had it. They owned it and they were like, I must have gotten it through there if it's not on the cartel market. LMAO. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Done. Sold. Cool. Is there one more companion I have to talk to? Oh, Risha. That's right, Risha. Thank you. So she's not in her usual hidey hole. Ivanov says, I hate hero crates. I used like 70 and I can't get the outfit I wanted. To make sure, have you been opening the right type of box? But yeah, after that, if you got the right type of box, it's so just random chance. There's a lot in each one. Romance, Gus? It doesn't give me the option.
My search for allies in Debrillion's aristocracy has been interesting. Got an offer from a lesser baron. What a piece of work. Guy must think I'm an idiot. Took 2 minutes to verify he's a spy for the king. He was baiting me into a trap. If the information was that easy to find, maybe the Baron's being set up. My sources are solid. The king keeps underestimating my intelligence. I'd feel sorry for him if he wasn't trying to kill me. I sent the spy a phony meeting request from Nar Shaddaa. He's sending friends to help me. They're in for a surprise. Couple of Hutts owe me a favor. They promised to record the whole thing. I'll send the king a copy.
Oh, scary, Risha, scary. That's not laughter. That's laughter reneged. That's the Hutts are gonna like eat him. They're gonna feast him.
Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain.
Oh, got it. Sorry, hang on. It's Cat over on YouTube says people are saying that about the javelin because you can get the other reskin of the javelin from the seasonal vendors mount. Okay, yeah. I think you put the 2 and 2 together perfectly right there. Awesome. Yeah, I'm so excited. Got one that I didn't have before.
Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain. The secret is always fighting people who are dumber than me. That appears to be most of the galaxy. Never realized you were a genius.
Thanks.
I've definitely learned a few dirty tricks from watching you work.
Aww.
Think I might have found a few of my own. We'll find out at our next death-defying showdown. I can't wait.
Oh, Risha, my buddy. We get along really well. The quest title is A Good Partner Always Beats the Odds. Oh. Okay, looks like I successfully managed to talk to all my companions. So I've got 2 options. I've got a side quest of go to Balmorra and help Mr. Corso here, or I can go to Belavis where I actually belong. But I think I kind of want to go to, make the trip to Balmorra there. Go see what's going on there. See if there's some good stuff I can go steal. Balmorra. Hey there, Rico. Rico says, hey, Swtorista. It's been a while since I played the game, and I'm thinking about returning. How's the game? It's hard to find. Is it hard to find group content? Hey there, Rico. When did you last play? How long ago has it been? Big welcome back to the game if you decide to jump back in. Is it hard to find group content? It does depend a bit on your server, but for the most part, what I would recommend is to join a guild because most guilds have some type of calendar or way to sign up for events. And if you're in an active guild, I would say it's very easy to find groups to do stuff with. The group finder and stuff like that, not too bad, kind of normal. Probably about the same as about 6 to 7 years ago, which is funny. Yeah, that's a big break, big welcome back there. Okay, so I'm on Balmorra. I'm gonna go fly down to the planet there on my little shuttle. Patrick says, I've romanced both Risha and Akavi last time, both at once since I'm demented. I think I'm gonna go with Lana since I never romanced her. Oh my gosh. That's a 3-for-1 special right there. Break all of their hearts. Oh my goodness.
There. Better?
go figure out what's going on. Obtain the codes from the Imperial Terminal. Oh, it's literally just go out into the middle of Balmorra. I really do like this speeder. Thank you guys for picking it out a while ago. The one with the... as called the cake box. The cake box on the back. Oh, Carrot! Carrot, thank you so much! Ah, bonjour, comment ça va? Je peux parler français, mais pas très bien. Hey there! Oh, so Carrot sent me such a nice little message. Carrot, I have an important question. Hang on, I have to log out really fast and show you something. Carrot sent me a nice little message. Carrot said, I'm French, sorry for any errors, and called my website ergonomic. I love it. Carrot said, thank you for the website, and sent me a Manon speeder, which is awesome because that's the one that I needed for the website. And the speeder that I have right now is the Razalon something. I forget exactly. I'm sorry. Carrot, I have an important question for you. J'avais une question. So, Carrot, you said, that being said, consider this a donation for the wonderful and star individual you are. Qu'est-ce que tu vas dire? Qu'est-ce que tu dis quand tu dis prends ça comme une donation? What is the stars? Qu'est-ce que c'est l'étoile? What is the word that I was trying to be? Qu'est-ce que c'est ce mot? Non, je veux I want to know what it was. Carrot has replied, it was censored. You shall never know. Oh my gosh, no. Oui, je peux parler français pas très bien. Pas très bien. Oh my gosh, I don't know. What did you say? We were trying to guess and we couldn't figure it out. But thank you so much for the mount. Now I can take a video. You wrote sexy. Oh, Carrot. Carrot. You went from me having a lot of thank you and respect to being like, oh, weirdo. Why? Pourquoi? I'm gonna send it back now, you weirdo! Oh my god, that is not what we were guessing it was gonna be. We were like, did they write sick? I am a wild carrot, I say things, don't worry, okay, alright. Come on, Corso, I'm going to Balmorra. Gosh darn it. We were guessing it was maybe sick. And it was like a translation error because I was talking about going to the ER. So I like the other guess. The other guess was Psycho. The psycho and wonderful person that you are. And they were like, I'm trying to think of something. That was Hawkeye. Hawkeye said, I was trying to think of something that might be censored. That's both a compliment and not a compliment at the same time. Like a bad word. And I was like, that's a pretty good one, actually. See, what's the easiest way to get here? I think I'm gonna go this way. It's a little longer, but I have trouble with trying to figure out where to go. Right, parse the kind and parse individual that you are. How many hours do you have in this game? We don't actually know, because the game only keeps track per character. And you'd have to go up to every character and add them up, and I ain't doing that. And Steam only keeps track when you start playing on Steam. Let's just say way too many hours. Hello there for France. Allô? Math Addict. Bonjour. Allô? Est-ce que tu viens de Leviathan? Est-ce que tu jouais sur Leviathan? Why don't you... Waifu, what'd you ask about Mon Calamari? A-t-il pas? I don't know what that word is. I kind of vaguely recognize those letters, but don't know where it's going. I'm assuming that means to romance. Or are those grown-up words that I wouldn't have known? Swtorista, serious question. Is SWTOR worth recommendation to my friends? Hey there. That's I'm so sorry. Altheria says, besides story, I want to do endgame content with them and all, but I don't really do enough endgame since Onslaught, and I don't really want to recommend to them falsely. So if you think it's a game that they might like, for example, if they like story and if they like Star Wars, it's probably a good thing to recommend. And the good news is you guys don't have to wait until endgame to do stuff together. A lot of friends start playing together and then they'll go do flashpoints together. They'll do heroics together. You can do dynamic encounters together in a group of 4 or less. So really, really fun to do stuff together. And so you don't have to worry about them like investing in the game or anything like that. You can start all of those things very early on. And don't forget, you can always just go quest with them too if it's something that you think they might enjoy as well. Like we have a lot of people here who played with friends or play with other people, so I don't know your friends, so I can't give a yes or no recommendation, but in general, yeah, if they hit, if those points make sense, go for it, you know? Every time you guys speak French, my IQ decreases. Patrick, is your IQ, can it go into the negatives? What's the best Star Wars story element you've come across? Hey there, King. How'd you learn French? Okay, first question. How did I learn French? Quench. Je parle quench. So I grew up in the French part of Canada. I was there for about 5 years when I was younger. So I learned enough French to get by, but I only learned little kid French. So I have very conversational French, but there's a lot of adult words I don't know. My favorite French word is crud de nez. It means booger. So, you know, I was like 5. And then second, what's your favorite story element you've come across? Oh, I don't know. I don't know exactly what that means, but I do like a lot of the references to Knights of the Old Republic, a previous game. There's a lot of little smaller flavor things that reference back to it. For example, the planet of Terrace is 300 years later from the Knights of the Old Republic game, and there's a lot of little references to it there. You can find in the Smuggler story, we went and raided a vault. We went and raided a vault of riches, and oh, I don't have them anymore, darn. And there was a lot of references to Knights of the Old Republic to like Darth Vanden's head and stuff like that. I was like, ooh la la. Similar situation here. Oh, nice. Szechuan says, English from London here, but my mom's German, so all my German is super childish too. Oh, cute. Right. It's very specific. Very specific. Hello, I'm new here, says Hectus. I was told you can boot Luke's lightsaber. Oh, loot Luke's lightsaber in the Sarlacc pit on Tatooine. You absolutely can. You can throw anything in there. I think throwing a lightsaber in... Oh, that was a lame cutscene. I think that would be a bit of a waste. Whoa! Did you guys see Corso just run off into a corner? Where'd he go? Oh, he ran all the way back to the entrance and he went through the wall like this diagonally, and now he's invalid character. I'm so proud of you, Corso. I'm just gonna fight this fight without you because clearly something's wrong with you right now. That was very strange. Oh, I better be careful here. No, did Corso attacked everything on the way here. Corso! You stinky butt! That was really weird. I've not seen that one before. Corso wanted to show off his magician skills. Absolutely, Aurelia. Absolutely. Invalid character, a Star Wars story. I'd watch it. What are the mission unlocks in the non-seasonal vendor? And are the companions the vendors sell worth it? Oh, Ivanov, are you able to see those? Usually you can only see those if you did the past seasons, I think. If you already played them in the past. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to go take a peek on a character that I don't have Galactic Seasons unlocked on, and I don't have one easily available. Interesting, interesting. I might have info on the Galactic Seasons Guide. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yozu says, "Oh my god, hi Swtorista, new SWTOR player here, and your videos from 2 years ago are now amazing." Oh, I'll go to now. Yeah, your follow. Welcome to the game. Hi, I'm glad to have you here. Have fun playing. And Seagull says, "Yo, I found your channel recently. Friend got me into SWTOR. Great videos and website." Oh, thank you. I'm so glad, and welcome to the game to you as well, for sure. Yeah. What's something that's been the best part of a story, spoiler free? Okay, best part of a story, spoiler free. I have really enjoyed the Echoes of Oblivion storyline, which culminates the redacted of the redacted with the redacted, and redacted is there. Redacted fights alongside you, and you fight redacted, and it shows you the ending of the redacted, and you get to meet the redacted, and oh my gosh. So there's a very late story point called Echoes of Oblivion, and I can't say anything more than I really liked that. I was like, whoa. Sagala says, "Hello there. Does anyone have a problem with the Starforge server? Yesterday I couldn't play because it was kicking me out every time." Ooh, I think I was playing yesterday without any issue, and I don't remember people posting about any issues. So Sagaz, it might be a U internet problem, or a U firewall problem, or a U VPN problem. So you can always check those things out. Thank you for redacting. I'm not up to date at all. That one is super cool. I try my best not to spoil anything about that one. If I can. Right, Vixalotl, the Master's Datacron.
Magar!
Good deal.
Answer me! We've been waiting for your all clear. Are you there? Blasted Imperials?
Who's that? Why would she be calling an Imperial soldier?
If they killed you, Magar, I've already sworn to hunt down every puss-ridden Emperor lover on this planet.
Hello?
You're not my husband. Why are you answering his comm?
You first. Why are you calling this man?
Oh, blast it! One of us will have to trust first. You don't sound Imperial. I'm Damazine, proud Balmorran and member of the Resistance against the Empire. My husband Magar stole an Imperial uniform. He and some friends were trying to get weapons to help us retake our town.
Stole a uniform? They weren't really Imperials?
Free Balmorrans, everyone. Did anyone survive?
Oh, that's sad. There's no way for us to know that.
In the line of duty.
I'm really sorry, ma'am. I wish there were better words for it. Is there any way we can make it up to you?
You're gonna think I'm a cold-hearted old battle axe, but I've lost my sons, my parents. Death's no stranger here. What we really need are those guns. Magar risked his life to get them. I hate to think he died for nothing.
Can Ord Mantell wait on these codes long enough for a side trip?
Captain, these men died because of our mistake.
Bring me the guns, and I'll pay fair price for the lot of them. We're in hiding behind Imperial lines. Magar's comms got the coordinates.
Hey, if they didn't want to get murdered, they shouldn't... Corso just ran outside the room and stood outside again. What's going... This room is like haunted or cursed or something. But yeah, the King of Legend. Can I ask what class story you're playing right now, or what story you're playing right now? If so, I can give you some spoiler-free stuff to look forward to in the future, depending on your story. Because the one that I'm talking about, the Echoes of Oblivion, is way later on. It's basically like a culmination of multiple different expansion storylines. Woohoo! Which would you say is the better, easier healer for a new player? Hey there, John. John D. So there's basically 3 different kinds. The first is the Force user, so the Sage, Sage and the Sorcerer. The second is the Troopery one, which will be the Commando and the Mercenary. Oh, I'm kind of going the wrong way here. I'm getting very lost. I think I'm gonna... Noisy, my gosh. How loud is this droid? And then the third type is the kind of smugglery one, and that is similar to what I'm playing right now. That is the scoundrel and the operative. So I actually have a couple healing abilities. I'm not a healer today. I'm just playing the operative, which has 3 different options. So I've got Sawbones, Scrapper, and Ruffian. So Sawbones is the healer for that one. Which one is easier to play? Personally, I find all healing really difficult. Like, it breaks my poor little brain. So all of them are on the difficult side for me. However, I've had other people tell me they find healing a lot easier than tanking, and so noisy and stuff like that.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
So with that little caveat right there, I would say the sorcerer and the sage are a little more difficult than the other two. But in general, all you really have to do is just press the green healing buttons. And John, just in case you haven't seen them yet, we do have some very, very basic class guides here that you can check out. I'm going to link them for you in the YouTube chat there. And those will get you started with any of the 3 healing types of classes. And so you can learn either one at a basic level pretty easily there. And it'll kind of explain how they interact. Hey there, PX. PX says, just coming back into the game. So cool to pick up a story class and play trooper skills as a bounty hunter. I know! Isn't that so cool? I'm really, on my main character, she's a trooper, and I have her second combat style as a operative, so I get to use like Imperial agent staffing on her. I love the new combat styles thing. It's super cool. It's not really new at this point, but I really like that addition to the game. But yeah, big welcome back. Absolutely. Yeah, love it. Today I'm playing classic Smuggler. Oh, look at that! Cryo says, I too am getting back into the game. I'm actually downloading it as we speak. Oh, nice! Cryo, that's great. Good luck. It's give or take about... Little beepy droid. Give or take about 3 hours. Might be a little longer if you're also trying to stream at the same time, lol. Do you think Arsenal Mark is still underperforming? Didn't it just get a buff? I don't know the numbers or anything like that, though.
So... you're the ones who killed my Magar. You look younger in person. It can't have been easy to get these guns here. Thank you. Now what do I owe you?
Danla, darling.
Uh-oh.
I just heard the terrible news. It's a tough time for a woman to be alone out here. But don't worry. I won't let anyone take advantage of that.
Get out of here.
This guy a friend of yours?
I'm Witat. This is my town. And those are my guns you're returning from my men you killed.
Our debt is to the lady.
Aren't you too sweet? But this is my army, not Dan Lazin's. Whatever she's offering for those munitions, I'll double it.
Oh, credits or morals?
I'm guessing you've got a strong opinion about this.
There's no amount of money that would make me give this brute a blaster. Ma'am, you still interested in buying these weapons?
Thank you, son. You're a good boy. I hope your mama appreciates that. Now, you move on out. We don't need you anymore.
What? This is my town.
Get out of here.
You're no better than the Imperials. Go see if they'll have you. We'll take back Balmorra on our own.
Yeah, get him. Good. Cutscene there. That's a fun one. I like that. That one was called Gunfight in Gorth Canyon.
Sorry you had to see that.
Yeah, me too. So I think... I'm not sure. If I go back to my ship, do you think Corso will have something to say? Or maybe I'll have to wait till after I finish the next planet. So we had a nice question from Bellastrix, who is here for the first time. Hi. Bellastrix says, do the factions really matter for endgame? I heard Imperial has more players. That is correct. They have about at least a third to a two-third more players than Republic's side. Like, it's quite a big difference. However, with that said, I've never had any problems finding groups Republic side either. Just, yes, there is more people Imperial side. The biggest thing I would recommend is to find a guild to play with, and they probably might favor one faction over the other, or they might have scheduled events and stuff like that, and you can kind of see what they're playing, and then that might be useful to help you decide which way you want to go to. Sags, nope, Sagas, I haven't had any problem with Starforge yesterday, so it's probably specifically on your end. Yeah, Corso's not ready.
I'll say one thing. Traveling with you is never dull.
Aw, thank you. Sure ain't. Sure ain't. Okay, we're going to Belavis next. We had... Oh!
Captain, I hope you...
Surprise cutscene. I wasn't ready for that. We had a question from Metric. I just started playing the game last night and was blown away by being a World of Warcraft player. How haven't I ever heard of this game? Why doesn't the game have more popularity than World of Warcraft? So the biggest thing is World of Warcraft just absolutely dumps money into both staff, like you know, people who make the game, and dumps money into advertising. They also have the perks of kind of being a little more independent than SWTOR in terms of financing and stuff like that, and because they've been around for so long, they're a lot more stable. That's the long and short of it. World of Warcraft is more popular because it's bigger by a lot. But Star Wars The Old Republic has really been a good game. Like, I really like it. It is definitely a lot smaller player base, so they have less funds, so they have less staff, so they have less marketing kind of thing. I'm always getting World of Warcraft ads. They've been some really fun ones for the... oh, I always forget what it is with the goblins and stuff. Goblin Town with the car and I'm sorry, I forget all the terminology. I've been playing lately though. All right, let's talk to Senator Dodana.
Captain, I hope you took precautions not to be followed. I must remind you the very existence of our prison on Belavis is top secret.
Whatever.
Before you go further, you must swear to reveal nothing.
I would not reveal the Republic's secrets.
You continue to surprise me with your loyalty. A few days ago, our prison here was breached. An Imperial airstrike, apparently coordinated with a massive prison break within. The planet is in chaos. Shock troops are arriving daily to contain it.
How did the Imperials find it?
We don't know. Help the Republic if you can, but getting Rogan's location from Ivory must remain your first priority. I can only authorize you to offer him certain deals. We cannot mitigate Ivory's sentence. If he cooperates, he can have 3 hours a day in the exercise yards. No company, no sharp objects. A bath once a week, private except for guard droids. If his information leads to Rogan the Butcher's arrest, he gets a single monitored holocall of his choosing.
That's not such a great deal.
It was a fight even to get that. Rogan the Butcher was Ivory's protege. If Ivory doesn't give him up, you have permission to be coercive.
Ooh.
I've made arrangements with Marshal Cavarat at the Republic base. She'll be able to help you with anything you need.
That's not a bad deal. You can give information. If you're in jail at Belavis, you're not getting out again. So you might as well take the bath. Might as well take the bath there. Back to SWTOR says, Back Lazan, hey there, welcome on in for the first time. I came back to SWTOR after 2 years, give or take. I had an old account where I had a couple of characters, but when I came back, I couldn't log in, so I made a new account and brought a subscription for 2 months. Because of the class system now, is it worth making multiple characters, even if the subclass, for example, are the same story? It's super up to you. So there's still 8 different stories, so like Smuggler, Trooper, stuff like that. You're right, you can have up to 2 different subclasses, so we call those combat styles, on the same character. So for example, this character is a Smuggler. She's playing the Smuggler story. However, she started off as a Scoundrel for fighting, and she added Power Tech as fighting, and she can swap between those. So it super depends like the way you interact with your characters and the way you feel about them. So I have multiple Smugglers, I have multiple Troopers, I have lots of different characters, each with different combat styles and stuff like that. Like, if your only goal is to try out combat styles, yeah, you can get away with playing a very small amount of characters these days, which is super cool. But you might as well like make multiple characters and have fun trying them out. And a lot of people feel very connected to their individual characters. For example, you might have 2 Jedi Sage Consulars and still like to play them separately because you feel differently about them. There's also lots of content that kind of encourages you to swap between different characters. And a lot of people just like to only play one type, so they'll have multiple of the same character, right? Oh, nice. Cryotech says it only looks like it's gonna take them about an hour and a half to download the game. Nice, not bad at all. Not bad. You wish they added the Darksaber to SWTOR? That would be pretty cool. Would be kind of neat. Bellatrix says, I've been enjoying the game, though I'm torn between agent or trooper as a main. Good luck! Good luck! You gotta pick! You gotta pick, right? Draco says the Arsenal buff was kind of sad compared to the other buffs, but it's playable. Ah, bummer. I was hoping you would just get the biggest buff ever and it would become like the ultimate powerful class, you know? Just to throw things on their head. Vixelato says, I feel like World of Warcraft is the only MMO I can't play. Have played it with friends in the past, but can't get to play it solo due to it just doesn't really point you at things to do. So I don't know when you last played, but I feel like it does really point you towards doing the expansion stories. But yeah, part of the thing that makes World of Warcraft really good is that there's so many things you can do. But yeah, if you're a player who's used to playing more on rails stuff with more pointed direction, then oh my god. That's kind of terrifying, right? I will say, if you're looking for stuff to do in World of Warcraft, SWTOR and WoW are very similar in that SWTOR has galactic seasons and conquest with lists of objectives that you can look into. So I always, when I'm not sure what to do in SWTOR, I look at the objectives list, and I don't have to do any of these, but it kind of gives me some ideas of what I might want to do that day if I don't have anything specific in mind. In World of Warcraft, they have the, I always forget what it's called, the Adventures log each month, and that's very, very similar in concept for sure. Oh, look at that. So Bill's Amber says, we're talking about having multiples of the same class. I have approximately 4 versions of each class, male, female, light side, dark side, or any mixture of them. Right. And if you only care about the stories and the combat styles are just kind of whatever, you have tons of reasons to replay the story, choosing different options, different motivations, stuff like that. Exit! Exit! I want to record. Vixelato says, I'm currently waiting for a new MMO called The Cube. Meant to go against Destiny. Do you like Destiny? What's the goal of playing The Cube? I'm waiting for... there's a game that I'm interested in coming out, but I feel like I don't have time to play multiple games at once. There's a game called Stars Reach that's been pretty cool to follow the progress of.
Wasting my time.
Thanks.
We're in a crisis. There are over 10,000 prisoners running loose. Most of the wardens are dead. Senator Dodonna is seriously overstepping herself if she thinks I'm gonna drop that to help you offer some madman an extra bedtime story.
I guess you feel strongly about this.
Whatever you gotta do to land on Belavis is reason enough to lock him up and wipe the key code. Prisoner number 91403, cell block 923A. This code will get you in his cell. Beyond that, I'm not interested.
Can you at least give me a hint where cell block 923 is? We could play hot and cold.
Oh!
The cells you're looking for were damaged in the strike. We're spread too thin to retake everything, so we threw that lot to the mob. Some prison gang took over, shut down all access.
They won't have locked themselves up without an escape route.
How do you suggest we find it? Look, you want to figure out which gang claims what and how hard they'll fight you for it? You gotta ask someone on the inside, same as us. Talk to Amikab. He's our best snitch. We've got him set up in the minimum security yard. Now I've got real work to do.
That's really chaotic. 10,000 prisoners on the loose to the point that they've had to just cede areas over to the different gangs. That's nuts. That's a point where you should just be like, Senator Dodonna, sorry, but you're on your own on this one. Goodbye. How deep are you into the lore of Star Wars? Did you read the Codex entries? I think I've read a lot of them. I haven't recently. When I play with you guys, I especially don't like to stop and read things just because it seems a little less exciting than actually playing. Stars Reach is the SWG's spiritual successor, right? Yeah, there's a lot of people from that team and fans of Star Wars Galaxies playing Stars Reach. They don't really seem like they're similar, though, from what I can tell. Happy National Seashell Day and joyous midsummer! Lovely! Yes, we're going to be celebrating summer solstice with some friends tomorrow. Oh, I just got stuck. Excuse me. Pardon me. This mount is way too noisy for me. There we go. Oh, I'm supposed to be going up there. I understand there's an entrance up there. Got it, got it, got it. The cube has been said to be more MMO-focused looter shooter. How do I get up there? Oh, I have to go to the other side, then cross the bridge. Sorry. More MMO-focused looter shooter type thing. I play a lot of Destiny. I am into looter shooters as well as MMOs, so it's up my alley. Oh, cool. So kind of like a 2-for-1 special for you. Very neat. Very, very cool. Let's go talk to the snitch. See what the snitch has to say. Hello, sir.
I need to find a way into Cellblock 923A.
Oh, hang on. I think I forgot to stop recording last time. Whoops.
I need to find a way into Cellblock 923A.
I have no idea what he just said, so here you are. Name's Amakib. If you got nicked, you came to the right bit. I can get you block 923 for a price.
Tell me what you know, and I'll pay what it's worth.
Uh-oh. Just to show I know you're not a notch above the scum here, I won't even haggle. The Scourge is a gang that took block 923. Puffed up son of a huts. They rerouted the cell's generators to shield themselves. Call the place Fortress. Oh my gosh, I can't read today.
What kind of surprises can I expect if we go head to head?
They're just like every pack of fools who think an open door and some scavenge blasters make them the next Mandalore. You want in without making friends? First you got to shut down their generators. There should be men guarding them, but nothing... What you fudge.
Thanks for the assist.
I can't read it. Let me see your data pad. I'll give you the generator site. They don't give us access to anything with transmission capability. Once you get in, look for the stockpile. The Scourge stash their weapons up front. You reach them before they do, and you're safe. You're set. You're set. Let's see the credits. I'm worth my price. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks, Prison Snitch. You guys know way more about the Darksaber than I do, that's for sure. Looks like I'm heading outside. McLaughlin says, hey, I've been listening to all your podcasts lately. Oh my gosh, you've been listening to the old Starforge podcast? We haven't worked on that in a while. If you could make a video on learning how armor works and like low level compared to high level armor and how to get it, that would be greatly appreciated. Hey there, Bo McLaughlin. Let's see. I don't know if I would have a video about that anytime soon, but I can give you a little talk walkthrough if you'd like. What level are you at? So I have a lot of information about high level armor, how to get it and stuff like that. That's for level 80 and it's very specific to this like current expansion, current max level, stuff like that. Tons and tons of resources about that. But I'm guessing you're asking maybe because you're a low-level character. If so, what's your level, Bo? Ah, thanks for all the hearts, you guys. That's sweet. Viv, oh my gosh, Vixolotl. Oh my gosh, what a weirdo. What a weirdo. Take Castillo says, I paid to make my account preferred to have more character spaces and start Republic stories. Nice. What's the best story of the Republic? If I was picking just one to play, I would probably pick the Jedi Knight, just because it's such an important part of the story, I guess, the overarching story. Cool. Bo McLaughlin is currently level 32, and they're asking about gear. What's kind of cool is right now, my character is actually only level 45, so she's not too far ahead of you, level 48. So basically, as you level up, you don't really have to worry too much about your gear, to be honest, unless you are actively dying. Gear is really not a big deal. There's a good chance you're gonna pick up enough gear just from your gear, just as you level, you know, as you play, like as you do the story and stuff like that. If it has a green arrow in your inventory, if you're low level, just equip that. Easy, 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 right? The guy you found is a weirdo Vixalala, right? I don't even know. And so basically, I'm gonna link you a guide. This is called Low Level Gearing Guide, Bo. And in short, if you're not dying, don't worry about it. Don't worry too much about it. Seriously, don't worry about it. If you do need to upgrade your gear, like you are dying and you need to upgrade things, yeah, just doing the story mission, gear and weapons should be great until level 80. Exactly. You don't have to worry about it unless you are actively like dying and falling behind and stuff like that, which sometimes happens. Sometimes you get kind of way off track and you're like level 40, but you got level 10 gear on. If that happens and you're dying, you can go to the supply section of the fleet, and this will be the first little section in this guide, and there's a bunch of different gear that you can buy and modify for different levels and stuff like that. In addition, you can also pick up stuff from the GTN if you need to. And lastly, this may even happen naturally as you play. Every time you complete Conquest on your character, on a low-level character, it'll give you a box. I wonder if I have any of those in my inventory right now. No, I've already opened all my boxes. You get these boxes, and they're like really good gear for your current level, so that's really nice. Hey, these are the farms for the prisoners? Oh no, leave me alone. Hey, Cluis. Cluis, thank you so much. Oh, you're at 50 months. Oh my gosh. Hi. Cluis, I have everything turned off right now because I'm in the middle of recording my Smuggler story, and I didn't want to say, you half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder, right in the middle of talking to Gus or talking to Risha. So I turned it all off. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Right, I think that's what it comes down to. Regardless of lore, if they put the Darksaber in the game, people would buy it. People would be excited. I don't think there would be very many fits thrown. Last question. Perfect, thanks, says Bo. I've been grinding your videos and had questions about them, then I'm glad I see you're live. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad you're able to come swing by live and ask it. That's super easy to give answers when I'm just running around. Who's scruffy looking? Bo says, one last question. Should I work on my conquest too? Like I said, if you're not actively dying, you don't have to worry about gearing up while leveling. I'm just going to repeat that again. The reason is because you level up so darn fast that gear that you got yesterday is going to be relevant by the time you've leveled up today. Like you're going to go up to like 10 levels in like an hour, if depending on what you're doing, you know? And like your gear will just fall behind and you'll be like, why did I waste all that time earning more gear? What was the point of that? And so Conquest, I think I've only one time have I focused on earning Conquest. I think it was at the point where I was around level 30. I was looking at my gear and I was like, oh, I haven't even picked up a relics yet. Like, I just don't have any. I don't know exactly what happened, but I just never got any. So I was like, oh, let me see if I can go do some Conquest. And it was just a fun little side path. But honestly, depending on what you're playing, there's a good chance you'll probably just complete Conquest accidentally. Depending on how much you're playing that week, it'll just kind of happen. Yeah. That was a really, really great question. I should do a guide about. I have a guide about how to pick up gear if you're low level, but not necessarily like what you should be doing. It's more like, okay, I need gear. What do I do? Not, do I need gear? Where could I get gear? Is it fun to get gear at a low level? Kind of fun. Kind of pointless. Should I start the SWTOR challenge series? Do whatever you want. Do whatever makes you happy. I feel like I may have gotten lost, like I'm stuck. There's a wall in the way or something. It almost looks like I should be able to pass through here. But I'm seeing a wall here, so I'm guessing that's probably not an option. Oh, I need to go down south. Got it. Come on, Corso, we run. We run away. But yeah, big welcome to the game. Absolutely. Oh, I love seeing the Veractiles on Belavis. Look at them. They were here even before you can get the Veractile as a mount. It's eating the grass. They don't. Do you think they're carnivores or do you think they're herbivores? Because they have beaks like a bird. Birds eat like seeds, but birds can also eat meat, I think? Question mark? Actually, I don't know much about big birds at all. Can you feed like a parrot like meat? No, that doesn't sound right. That really sounds wrong. But yeah, today is a very chill day. I'll be streaming for about 15-20 minutes more, and then I'm gonna go cry because my eyeball's killing me. But if you guys have any questions about the game, whether it's a new player question or a veteran player question or just an opinion question, now is such a great day to ask. We've already answered so many questions. Absolutely. Good day to do so. Just running around, playing with Smuggler. Yesterday, like, what were we doing yesterday? We were literally just looking up mounts. That was a good day too. I liked that one as well. Let's see. I wonder if I can... Do you think I could just stun this guy? And then... Oh, yeah. Look at that. 99. 99. Ah! Stealth out. Nice. I love it. Stealth for the win. It looks like I have to go to the south and around, so I won't make the same mistake again. Oh, oops. It's okay, we run. We run. Where's your Veractile? On a different character. Veractile as a mount came like right after 3.0. I have some memory of opening Hypergates that I bought from the GTN. Oh my gosh, you must have been excited to get a Veractile. I can't imagine how expensive it would have been back then because it was like... I don't think it was the first animal mount, but it was one of the first animal mounts, and obviously one that people were like really excited about when it first came out. So it must have been worth like an arm and a leg back then. Am I trapping myself in a corner? I believe I am, but I'm not sure. Looks like I can go through here. SWTOR without armor wouldn't work. Eventually you'd find a point you can't pass. I played with an idiot who refused to repair his gear and didn't do any side quests, so he quit on pub Balmorra when he couldn't get past trash mobs. I think I did something kind of similar on purpose. I was using the leveling gear. My leveling gear that I'd gotten from that event a long time ago, and I didn't bother putting mods in it and stuff like that. And I think I reached around level 42 before I wasn't able to, I just kept dying over and over, and I had to eventually go get some like actual gear. It's a surprising... You could play for a surprising amount of time without having to properly gear up or, you know, wear gear that you picked up along the way. Because I was getting gear from my class story and stuff like that, but I wasn't putting it on. Hi, thank you for everything you do for the community. Hey there, Professor... Okay, I wanted to make sure I read that right. Your name is Professor Piz. You are so welcome. Are there companion mounts in the game yet? Yes. Okay, so it's very complicated. There is one. I honestly thought there would be more at this point. There is one. There is the Miram Cicada. Oh, I don't... Do I have? Hang on. Legacy? I think I have it. It's just in my mailbox right now. There's the Miram Cicada. And it was a limited time promotion. Like, subscribe during this month and you'll get this mount in return. But then they never released any more. Like, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know why they never did. I don't know what happened. Does anyone have any answers about why they never released more mounts? I think I was floating some theories the other day, And my theories were things like, I think they are fixing some issues with it. Like, for example, your companions kept dying by accident when you dismounted. And I'm guessing they wanted to do like a whole bunch of them at once. Mirum Cicada. This is the only one that there is right now. And there's no other way to get one. It's like retired. It's so weird. Like a very strange set of events. Also, I feel very uncomfortable with Corso sitting here in his pajamas like that. I think I'm gonna go back on my normal mount there. Back to where I was. Your Datacron guide saved me more times than one. Oh, good. I'm glad. You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't have a better answer. It's kind of just disappointing in general. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there. JR says, I'm pretty sure it's because it was buggy. Yeah, that's what I guess too. Shenanigans. Batman says, howdy, hope it's all good. Would love to say it. Your written guides have gotten me through most of the game. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you for coming by to say that live. Absolutely. So right now, my big project that I'm working on is the mounts and speeders database. So fixing any errors or mistakes. I think I'm all done with the images. I've been taking videos, and I'm adding a lot of information about how to get stuff now. So it's clearer how to get any specific mount once you are able to look it up. Woohoo! I bet you I can do this one mostly in stealth too. I gotta say, if your goal is to go fast, so for example, I want to just mainly see the story, stealth cannot be beat. It cannot be beat. JR says maybe they're still working on getting more companions on the mounts. For example, cough, cough, Blizz, cough. Hey, don't be mad that Blizz doesn't fit on the mounts. Blizz is such a little weirdo. Blizz is, like, it's not surprising he doesn't fit on things. He's so tiny. Next, you're going to be asking for a Blizz romance, okay? What am I going to do with you? You're like, I need my Blizz by my side. Does the Ugnaught fit on the side speeders? Like, I'd assume not if Blizz doesn't fit, right? What are Datacrons for? Great question. So their main purpose is to give you something fun and secret to go look for. They are hidden around the galaxy, and they're honestly more of an activity than a purpose. Like, they're neat, they're fun to go search for. Some people just really enjoy going and looking for hidden things. I am very much one of them. The reward is kind of irrelevant. Like, for the glory of saying you found it. Oh, nice, Rurikar. Oh, Rurikar, I'm so sorry. I would have used a spreadsheet formula to compare the two, so I didn't want to make you waste any time hand comparing. But that's awesome, though. Thank you. I will absolutely use that. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Blizz has kissable lips. Get out of here. So what do Datacrons actually do when you find one? They give you a very small permanent stat boost to your numbers to all of your characters. So when you find one of these stats will go up by like 2 or 4 points. It kind of depends on which one you find, but like a very trivial amount. So back in the day, you had less stats in general, so you would be very important to go find Datacrons because it would give you an appreciable boost there. But these days, it's such a small percentage. It's like, if you don't like Datacron hunting, seriously, don't worry about it. So Ivory's supposed to be in here? They don't look like they're here. They really don't.
Saw that the door was opened.
Hey there, Wanda.
Is he there? You reach him in time?
In time for what?
I've got alerts in every ward. There's a new breakout, supermax cells across the planet. Places that weren't touched by the strike. Turns out everyone was part of Ivory's syndicate. He's gathering his people, Captain. And the worst part is, they're not going for the surface. They're heading further in, to the heart of Belavis.
Wouldn't you rather have him here than escaping off-world?
Look, I know there's secrets down in those vaults way above my clearance. Secrets important enough for the Republic to spend billions to hide, and dangerous enough that they keep us marshals up here and send Spec Force to the vaults. And Ivory is the last man who should get his hands on whatever they're protecting.
You don't need to ask. I'm following him anyway.
Thank you, Captain. I misjudged you. Be careful the further in you get. Most of the soldiers come back corpses. Search Ivory's cell for any clues where he might have gone, and call me if you find anything.
I was about to complain and say, hey, if this is such an important matter, the Republic should, like, send some troops here or something. And I was like, oh, wait, that's like... They literally do. That's the trooper story, isn't it? Open up any box. Is this a gift? Oh, this is a gift. You know, here's a little pet. Little baby Voltilla. I'm actually going to put this pet away. This character is too serious for pets, obviously. She more like she would forget to feed them and they die. Sorry, my bad. Joe says, I messed up and put my first character on Satil Sean. I thought you could PvP across servers like in World of Warcraft. Sadly, no. SWTOR does not have cross-server functionality. Kind of sucks. Does PvP have its own gear? I saw a gearing guide video by someone. They mentioned the PvP item level is lower than the operation item level. Yeah, so it's kind of a complicated thing. Ooh, what am I looking around for here? And I'll get you some more information when I stop kicking cabinets. I don't think so. Whoa! What's going on here? I'm so confused about this cutscene. What's happening? What? Is this one of the ones they added in later when they didn't have voice lines to add to it? What the heck is going on?
Why can't things be easy? Just once.
Why did he put a bomb under his bed? What is this? It's so weird.
Hang tight. I'm trying to get a fix on your location. I'm just gonna zoom in. Look how smooth that stone is. That's not new work. Ivory could have been loose in the wards for years.
I mean, probably.
So, prison management maybe isn't the Republic's strong suit?
Locking our worst offenders together in a place we don't even understand? Only a bunch of senators sitting safe on Corso could have thought that up. I do have good news. We've still got one of Ivory's collaborators in custody. Number 91406, female Ratataki. Name, Shraja. She's part of a classified prisoner rehabilitation program not far from here. I suggest you find out what she knows before Ivory makes her disappear. Call me.
Bye! Wonderful question from Grumpy Inside. Grumpy Inside. That was such a weird cutscene. Can I go this way? Oh no, it's just kind of showing us that that person could have escaped very easily. So the token to get your character to level 80 without progressing the story, is it worth it? Or is it better to level through the story to learn your class that way? Yeah, great question. So in general, I recommend, if you're a newer player, I recommend not using that token until you know exactly what you want to use it for. And you're absolutely on the right track, I think, in that if you are suddenly level 80, you're gonna have a hard time learning all of your abilities, learning where everything is, figuring out what's going on with your character and stuff like that. I super recommend leveling from scratch if you're a newer player. Not to mention, those tokens, if you had to buy one, they are expensive. They are like very valuable in the game. They're like, I think there's one on sale today, but normally they're like 3,200 cartel coins. Like, it's really pricey. So I generally tell people, save it till you know exactly what you want to use it for. And the best uses are for like maybe making a character on a different server that you don't normally play on, making a character of a class you really don't want to play but you want to try that combat style or something like that, making a character that's high level on the opposite faction because you have a friend who's playing there, something like that, something you don't want to level up all the way to 80. Oh, nice. Ruokar says, I finished the comparison. 2 of my mounts on my list were not on yours. In return, I had quite a few to add to mine. Nice. Cool. Yeah, make sure not to count the ones that are fakes. But good luck collecting. Sorry to make your list longer there. Have fun. I'm glad I could give you something useful back as well. What's this? Oh, this is a lore object? Okay, but on Terrace, when you find a dead body on the ground, you really shouldn't be clicking it. Apparently on Belavis, it's not a problem. Oh, how do I get out of here? Oh, I'm lost. I'm lost and confused. I'm gonna go here. But yeah, Grumpy Inside, I hope that was a useful answer to your question. Oh yeah, to Joe who was asking about PvP gear. So it's a little complicated. The PvP gear, there's not different PvP gear. It's not different. It is the same physical pieces of gear. And so what the difference is that, and this is specifically for level 80, not for lower level. Lower level, nobody cares. First, the max level for gear rating for PvP is 336. So if you have gear that's a higher item rating than 336, those extra stats kind of just go in the garbage. So it's kind of interesting. The idea is that they didn't want to force PvPers to go into operations to get that higher level gear. So they make it so there's basically a cap. Second, if you're really min-maxing and you're really trying to eke out every little stat that you can for PvP, you need a lot less accuracy because you're more guaranteed to hit in PvP compared to normal enemies. Don't click on the skulls in the middle of the desert on Tatooine either. Right, that's exactly what I was thinking of. I was like, this lore object looks like a trap. It looks like I should not touch it. Joe says, I'm doing the story mission with my first 500 cartel coins. From subbing, I bought the rocket boost. Nice! That's a fun one to have. Should I go ahead and spend $10 on getting 2x upgrade or just play through the game until I can buy them with credits? Oh, great question, Joe. Joe, I usually recommend get the rocket boost. They are awesome to get, but don't worry too much about upgrading them. I think on my other servers, I didn't have the rocket boots all the way upgraded, and I never bothered to. Just like unlocking the first version of many of these perks is useful enough on its own. I would definitely not spend like dollars to unlock it for sure. Definitely wouldn't spend money like $10 to buy cartel coins to unlock it. Do not recommend. Do not recommend. Yeah, the same thing, kind of repair droid. Same kind of thing. I recommend unlocking the first level, and if you're low on credits, then don't worry about it. I was on Voss and saw a weird carved stone, and I'm excited to learn more about Voss lore. It did not end well. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. You were like, look at this cool engraved triangular rune thing out here in the middle of the Gormak lands. I should investigate this. Tasty. You're a snack. Our mount's purely cosmetic, pretty much for the most part. There's one or two that go slightly faster, but for the most part, what mount you're on is just kind of an expression of how cool you look. Like, I've got a bunch of different ones on this character alone, and they're all just like which one I'm feeling at the moment. But yeah, they have a practical purpose of getting you around faster, but otherwise they have no bearing on your stats or your equipment or your combat or anything like that. Nah. Bixelato says, I should continue my trooper story, but enjoying playing my assassin still. Ooh, Ackley. Ah, run away. Okay, so it's something near to here. Oh, I'm a little off on the map, I see. Looks like around the corner here. Oh, maybe up top? Oh, it is up top. Oh, I kind of went the wrong way here. That is okay. That is fine. It's not a problem. We'll keep running till we figure it out. Enjoying playing my assassin still, and I kind of want to redo my smuggler, but make them more of a Mandalorian who part-time smuggles. I mean, if you have the character slots, you could always just make a brand new one, right? No need to delete the old one, or remake them rather. Nexu! Oh my gosh, Waifu asks, I think Waifu wants to know this from everyone. Reek, Ackley, or Nexu? So thing with a horn, thing with many little crab legs, or get a cat, right? Rukar says, I may know why one of the mounts is not on your list. You have a Vectron bioanalysis. My list has Vectron analyst. Oh, some of the mounts are kind of funky because the mount that's in the list here and the mount item are two different things. I've had to combine a couple different entries because I thought they were two different ones, and I was like, what is wrong with this game? It's broken. It's broken. Oh, she's all tied up.
Walls cannot hold me. I will join him. He calls me. Are you his? Do you come to cut these chains?
Yeah, I'm his. That's right. Where are we supposed to go again?
The cells. Are they empty? Is the team complete? He said after there is a door, an escape, a stairway to the stars.
Lady has some issues.
This is a restricted area. Step away from the prisoner.
Marshal Kavarov sent me to interrogate her.
You are right. Positive ID on the captain. Experiment chamber 21.
Ooh.
I'll hold her.
That didn't sound good.
Uh-oh. Hey, Star Cabal, get out of here. Eyeball man. Oh. Thank you, officer. Do you think Rogan would let you interfere again? Oh, no.
Join the party. You're just in time for cake.
Rogan has counted the years until his meets with Ivory. It is his reward for all he has done. And he will not let you stop him. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It happens. It happens sometimes. It's okay. We'll just do a little murder, a little sabotage, a little stabbing. It is fine. So yeah, as you can see, like I haven't like went and actively got any gear for a long time, and so I've just been. When I get new stuff, oh my gosh, oh Corso, please heal me. Please don't just stand there doing nothing. You're gonna prove my point wrong if you do that about I don't need to gear up. If I don't get any heals, that is a separate issue there. Oh, these guys have actual mechanics. That's kind of neat. That's kind of cool. Oh, I don't want to die. Oh, cool. Thank you for checking that one up, Burikar. If you could just copy paste that whole sentence in a message to me, that would be freaking tastic. Otherwise, I'll just try my best to remember it. But who knows if I'll be able to. Thank you. What are rocket boots? Oh, I'd love to show you those.
Talk, but I've got a list of what looks like cell blocks and numbers from one of Rogan's allies.
Send me a transmission. I'll run a cross-check on the locations. Did you find anything else?
One of your uniformed officers is working with Ivory.
What? Give me his name and badge number. Never mind. He's dead, isn't he? Since the breakout, I've suspected there's a few bad eggs. I'll look into it.
So prisoners and Imperials aren't enough. Now we need to watch out for guards, too.
Correct.
All right, I'm getting the results. Looks like your list is just the cells Ivory's collaborators already cracked. Wait, no. There's one that's still unbreached. Maximum Security Ward Cell Block 2018.
Sraja said something about him assembling his team.
Hey there, Dead
You
Ghost.
don't want Ivory teaming up with this one. Gendai, Force User, Spice Addict. Records say he killed Jedi during his arrest. See if you can get to him before Ivory does. Find out how he ties into the plan. And call me when you're done.
And see, like, even the pants I'm picking up from my quest are, like, not really any better or worse than what I got on my legs already, just from naturally picking up gear, too. Alright, travel to cell block 2018? I know that date! That's 7 years after the game's launch when this was made. That's fun. Oh, right. We were talking about rocket boots. So rocket boots are kind of like a mount, kind of like a speeder, in that they help you move faster and they show up on the mounts list. However, when you're on a mount, you can only use that outside. A lot of places when you go inside, it will kick you off the mount because it's rude to drive your car around in people's houses. Rocket boosts, or rocket boots, we kind of use the words interchangeably, are the one mount that you can use to go faster that actually work inside. So that's why people like to use them. They have a very limited time that you can use them for. It's like 10 or 15 seconds or something like that. So you can't run around on them infinitely. But we like to use them when we're inside to go faster. I'm so sorry. And the way that you get them is slightly different compared to the other mounts. The other mounts are like items that you would get from various places, like the GTN, or earn them and stuff like that. The rocket boots are in the perk section of the legacy panel, and you purchase them with cartel coins, or more often with credits. But it's like quite expensive. It's like 2 million credits for the first unlock, and then it makes it so you can use them more often if you get the other ones. Some interiors are way too big and the game punishes you by forcing you to walk. No, you have to have the ambiance. Is there a ranking or anything for what you should have your companions set to, or is it just a preference? Hey there, Wirt. Great question. So it kind of depends on your goals, and I have like a little order of operations that I use myself. I don't think there's necessarily a right or a wrong thing to do. So in general, the game puts your companion to healer as just a default. If you're playing a damage character, so for example, I'm a damage character right now, I can see that very easily when I open my character tab. It says damage right beside it. If I'm playing a tank instead, I don't necessarily maybe need a companion to heal me. Maybe I can stay alive without them, and I want to set them to damage. Or when I play my tank on my main character, I put my companion to heals and I just never die. I kill things very slowly and I never die. If you're a very skilled player, you could be a damage character and set your companion to damage too, and your goal is to like kill things extremely fast before they kill you with no healing at all. So general rule of thumb, set your companion to heals. If you want to try killing things faster and you're not dying, set them to damage. I never really figured out what tanking is for. I think setting your companion to tank is mainly if you're playing as a healer, which in general is not really recommended. Like it's very, very slow, extremely slow compared to the other two roles there. Companion on a healer is basically easy mode. Yep, well, it's the main mode. I don't know if I'd say it was easy mode or anything like that, because if you get into trouble, even your companion as a healer can't help you. I will say, being a tank with your companion on healer, oh boy, you're not gonna die very easily, that's for sure. So here's what the rocket boots look like. I can also use them in stealth, which I can't on a mount, which is awesome. So I'm gonna pop them right now so I can stay in stealth and pachoo! Look at my little rocket feet. I'm Rocket Man. I mostly go with tank for companions because I need to backstab for my rotation. Oh, that's funny. I never thought of that as a reason. I also usually like to put my companions as healers just because I don't like stopping. Like, I like to keep moving, and if you are playing as like without a healer companion, then you kind of have to stop and heal yourself up between fights. If my companion's a healer, they can just heal me as I run or heal me next time I get off my speeder. The rocket boots react with some Mando armors as a jetpack too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that is a really cool little function of it. Some armors, if they have, not all, if they have a jetpack backpack, basically, the jets will come out of the backpack instead of the boots, which is very cosmetic but fun. Very much a cosmetic thing. I think I need to go in here first. Back in the day, when companion gear still mattered, I have used a tank companion while playing a healer, or a heal companion as a tank. Some fights felt like actually required that back then. Right, so that would probably help you stay alive longer for sure. So back then it was a lot more, there was a lot more expectation that you'd be teaming up with other people too. A lot of stuff you just simply were not meant to do solo back then. Companions can also yoink whole groups of enemies to them instead of just a single one at a time, like most PC tank pull abilities. Oh, that's interesting. I very rarely ever put my companion to tank, so I don't think I knew that. That's fun. That's very fun. So, Teresa, how can you get Thexton's armor and lightsabers? So, both of those items are cartel market items. There's a couple different ways to get them. All of them are going to be a little expensive, a little pricey. So, the cartel market, Thexton's robes cost cartel coins. Thexton's lightsaber costs cartel coins. The other way you would get them is from the Galactic Trade Network, the GTN, and you would buy them with credits from other players. These days, says Rukar, I only use heal companion on my tank. When I want to pull ridiculous amounts. Okay, but that's what I like to do the most. So that's probably part of the reason I like to I like to bring my healer along. I like to pull the entire room because I can. GTN prices are insane. Waifu, we talk about this like every day. No, they are not. They are not. Tank companion, mega pull, and knockback abilities off ledges saved by I'm gonna say bad words. Saved my ass a bunch of times. No, that sounds super cool. I've never tried that tactic. Yeah, that is pretty neat. This guy's name is Buzz. I'm so sorry, buddy. Not only did your mom name you Buzz, but you've also got a metal pair of underwear. Really sorry about your life. Things are bad, you know? This person's name is Squarg. This is the thing they're probably trying to break out. Let's see what they're up to. Sorry, Buzz. Yeah, back in the day was...
calm, we've no need to draw attention. The one the Republic sent is already here.
If you help me find Rogan the Butcher, the Republic authorized me to cut you a deal.
My heart leaps. Pray, what do they offer? My own big screen? Rehabilitation and Corso with a house arrest collar. The Republic cannot stop me. They hide behind sealed doors and force fields while I explore the treasures of this world.
Yeah, it's true. You want this to kill her boss, says Squarg? Gonna be me this time, Squarg. What you wanna bet? Lay that shirt on the line. Give that man a shirt.
The secrets of a race that once ruled this galaxy.
Give that Buzz a shirt.
What ancient race? You're talking nonsense.
You think to draw out my secrets with simple taunts? Shall I strive to impress you? The Empire only found this forgotten world when I called them on the transmitter abandoned millennia ago by the creators of Belavis.
Creators? How do you create a planet?
Squarg, Buzz, take care of this distraction. Meet us later at the ship.
I'm gonna... Subtlety isn't Squarg's strong suit. You say Squarg not strong? I crush you, little bug. Whoa! And then I climb out the gaping hole where your brain should be. Whoa!
You should take that comedy act on tour.
Get her! Don't tell me what to do! Oh, for the love of Squarg, just hit the pretty girl. Oh, thank you! Thank you, Metal Bikini Man. So, is that a... I'm trying to figure out what's floating in the background there. I'm pretty sure it's either a Dashad or it's like one of those weird neck ghouls from Terrace, right? Let's see. I'm sure he'll come out and say hi. I just wanted to see if I could figure that out beforehand. Not a Dashad, I don't think. Ha! The insect and pig lizard were useful after all.
Hey there, how's it going?
You must be the Republic errand girl Ivory wants dead. I haven't been allowed to kill anything for years. You'll do nicely. Yeah, what is this guy? What are you? He's Agrular the Mad. Murder. So, we had a nice question from Bo. Bo asked, so whenever you buy equipment with cartel points, so cartel coins, is it just cosmetic over your real equipment, or how does that work, and is there any purple lightsaber cosmetics you know of? Okay, so yeah, in general, yes. For the most part, I don't want to give like 100% yes, but for the most part, yep, you use it as a cosmetic item over your real armor. You create an outfit using whatever cool armor you've picked up along the way, or cartel armor, or whatever you want. So, for example, I've got this cool black and white kind of smugglery outfit here. It's actually a cartel item. And my real gear looks like... Oh, I can't show it right now. Hang on. Apparently I'm not allowed to change my outfit while murdering. Fine. Okay. Whatever. My real outfit looks like this. So show Gira's outfit. Look at that. That is, I'm winning awards for style there. But yeah, I absolutely used it as just a cosmetic overlay there. Pretty cool. And don't forget, you don't always have to spend cartel coins for it. You can often find many of the things that are on the cartel market on the GTN as well, on the player run market for credits. Hi everyone, says Spectral. I'm back to the game after 2 years. My characters are level 75, gear 306. We're going to get more level armor and mods. I finished Kotfi and Kotet. Nice, Spectral. So first, your main goal is going to be to get up to level 80. Once you reach level 80, you can start properly gearing up, like really gearing up. But in the meantime, I'm going to link you the low level gearing guide, and it'll give you a couple different options of what you can do at level 75. And then once you reach level 80, that's when you really start kicking into things and really gearing up. Fashion Barbie! Fashion Barbie! That's right. Oh, I have the hiccups. Is putting mods in cartel armor even viable? Actually, yeah. Technically.
The warden droids are going crazy. They're reporting life signs and breaches in the innermost defenses. Our troops in the area are under heavy fire from an unknown species. They can't respond.
Ivory says it was part of some ancient empire?
If Ivory's been in the vaults, he knows more than I do. I can't do anything here if the Republic doesn't trust me. I pulled some files above my clearance, searching for the breach. What I saw, I don't think we were the first ones on this planet.
Yeah, no kidding.
How do you figure that?
All I know is that the breach is at Vault 806, a vault that predates the Republic's landfall. It's marked top secret, never to be opened, off limits even to military researchers. If you think Ivory's going there, you better follow, fast.
Maybe it has a treasure in there. I would love a treasure. Oh, I like this chess piece. I like this this white one that it gives you sometimes. Nice. It's very level specific. Luckily, there's other versions you can get. Let's see where. I think it's gonna put me out. Yeah, I should just quick travel up here. It'll save me a ton of time. There was a question. Oh yeah, there's an interesting question. Yeah, SWTOR said, would it even make any sense to put mods in cartel market armor? So technically, if you're level 80. And you've unlocked the hide and Zeke vendor. Ideally, you're going to use that to set up a set of modified gear, and no reason not to put in a cartel market. It doesn't really matter in the end which one you put in there. Oh, that guy's again die. Oh, that's what he is. Got it. Got it. He was not a Deshad. He was some other type of alien with big teeth. I think there's one of those on Terrace too, potentially. He's got a funny name like Roach or something like that. Alright, you guys, I think I have successfully caught up with all the questions, making some good progress on Belavis. Really appreciate you guys hanging out today while we took a look at the Smuggler story. And there were so many of you popping in who were either new or returning players. It was super cool. Big welcome back to the game. For those of you on Twitch, we're gonna go say hi to Kitty Kisses. He is also a very friendly player. Yeah, I'll be back here oh wait, we're Friday? I'm not gonna be back here tomorrow, it's the weekend. But I'm here every weekday, 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific. So if you wanna come say hi on Monday, we're gonna be doing some end game content. We're gonna be doing some level 80 raiding for funsies that anyone who meets the requirements can join. But absolutely, we'll see you guys soon. Bye! We're gonna go see Kitty Kisses. If you have any more questions about the game, Kitty is also very, very friendly and knowledgeable about the game, so he's very happy to help as well. Bye!